good to have you joining me today. I'm going to show you a few exercises that I like to do just to keep working my arms, to keep my upper body strength and to keep moving through the shoulders. So today we're going to start on your hands and knees, which is a really good position to be in because of this weight bearing. So what we'll do is you put the heel of the hand underneath the shoulder, the knees under the hips, and we're just going to spread out the fingertips and feel like your tummy's pulling in and you've got length at the back of the neck. Then keep that shape and just hinge a little bit back and then hinge a little bit forward. So just feeling the little fold at the hip and then shift your weight into your shoulders. That's way. And then find yourself even between your hands and your knees, and then we round the back. So tuck the tailbone under, let the head go and pull the tummy in and up. And then you look forward and you go into an arch. That's it. And then nod the head, round your back, pull your tummy in and up. It's almost like you're pushing the floor away from you and your shoulder blades feel really broad. And then they slip together a little bit and your sitting bones feel wide. As you look forward, your chest looks forward and round your back, let the head go. So really let the head drop down and then look forward as you go into your little arch, tailbone out and round, drawing the tummy in. And then looking forward, almost feel like your arms are spiraling outward and your chest is reaching forward. And nod the head round again. So use this as an opportunity to start warming up your tummy too. So the tummy's pulling in and then you just let everything relax and the chest reaches forward. So feel that arch of your upper back. Feels really nice. One more rounded and then back to being even. Then the next thing to do is to keep your arms straight, but you just slide the shoulder blades together and then you broaden them on your back. So what we're doing is we're just slipping down between your shoulders and then lifting the body up. So the shoulder blades slip together and then they get broad on your back as you push through the floor. So I'm not arching and rounding. It's a very small movement, but this is really good for your shoulder blades to get this movement going. Especially if you want to start progressing and start adding, some little hand weights in the future, then getting this movement is going to be key in getting the right form. That's the way. So the shoulder blades, you could imagine them swishing around with warm soapy water on your back. They slip together and then they swoosh out broad. Just check on your elbows so they shouldn't be bending and straightening. That's enough, and then I'm going to just hold my body in that neutral shape and tummy's pulling in, and I'm going to take my one hand, slide the fingers forward and then slide the opposite toes back and then bring everything back and in. Take the other side, fingers slide forward, toes slide back and bring everything in. So I'm a bit wobbly to start with, maybe you are as well, but what I do is the more I do, the steadier I become. So the back of the neck is long and I'm just looking at the floor in front of me. I'm trying to keep my hip bones pointing straight down to the floor so I'm not tipping my hips from side to side. And I'm using a lot of core strength to keep my body still. It's like if I had a glass of water just on the small of my low back there. See if you could imagine that and keeping steady. Now, take opposite arm and leg, slide it away, hold it there, then lift up the arm and the leg so it's level with your body, square up your hips, and then tap the toes and the fingers down, then lift them back up, and tap them down and lift them up. And again, little tap, and see I'm not moving my body, I'm not going into an arch and around, I'm just going to keep feeling like my belly button's drawing in, and I'm not trying to take the arms too high. That's it. And then bring everything back and in. Same on the other side. So toes go away, fingers go forward, square off your hips, tummy in, and then it's just a little up and down. That's it. I usually breathe nice and deeply and try and keep the breathing smooth even when I can feel, my body's working hard. Okay, good. And then slide everything in. Tuck the toes under. If your wrist is starting to get sore, you could always just go into a little fist shape here, because what we'll do now is we're going to push down into the floor so the knees can float off, and then put them back. And again, a little push down to float up. So I'm going to just hover the knees and back. So nice broad shoulders, nice open chest, wide collarbones, and hold and lift. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything down. We'll just do that one more time. Push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Hold the toes away. So now I'm going to take your hands one step forward. Hold it there. Then just pop your forearm and your elbows down on the mat and then lift them back up. And again, they just go down and back up. Down and up. So I'm keeping my body in a straight line. I'm just popping my elbows and arms down, and then I'm going to push up. Look at your fingertips, spread them out. This is a good one for the back of the arms. That's it. We'll do it a few more here. And then up, and then we go down, just so you're hovering up off the floor, and we're going to hold it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then sit back and give yourself a little stretch here. Forehead down. Nice work. And then roll your body all the way up to be sitting up. So now we're going to do some exercises sitting here on your knees. If your knees don't like this, you could just be up tall. So do what works for you. And we're just going to have the hands here like a goalpost. And then here we just reach them up over your head and back. So I'm letting my shoulders really drop down here. And even when my arms go up, I'm not pulling my shoulders up to my ears. That's it. So these are the kind of moves I do sometimes with little hand weights, but I know they're effective without weights as well. Often if I've got hand weights, I might do less reps. Usually about 1 kilo, or I do have 1.5 kilos as well. They're very handy to have around, because once you know a few moves, you can just pick them up. And you'll see that just in these 10 or 15 minutes that you're with me, that you've really worked your shoulders and your arms. So you don't need to spend ages. 10 minutes a day will do wonders for your arms, shoulders, strength. Okay, hold it there, and then we just sort of shut the doors like this and open and close and open. So palms away, palms look at you. That's it. Told you don't need weights. Are you feeling that too? That's it. Nice work. And then shut the doors, hold it like this, and then we just do a little up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open and bring the arms back and down. Shoulders a little roll, just let your arms be heavy and long. And then you take one arm, reach it over your head, take a little side bend there, bring it back and go the other way. So stay even on your feet if you're sitting on your feet, and just sort of move from the ribs up. That's it. Shoulder away from your ear. That's the way. Good. And then your palms face back behind you. They almost reach down and then they go back. We just hold them here. Then we just go in, little chops in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then bring the arms forward. Let them have a little sway beside you. Next thing to do is to, if you're on your knees, you're just going to bend a little bit and reach the arms back to here. So in this shape, my body is straight, I'm really pulling my tummy in, and I'm just going to bend at the elbows so my thumbs reach my shoulders and then go back. So a little in and back. So you could do this up straight, but in this little hinge, I'm really using my tummy, pulling it in, keeping my chest open. Just adds a little bit extra. Think of the back of the neck being nice and long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the arms, they come down, so they're just pointing to the ground in front. One arm goes out to the side and then back in, then out to the side. Now, when you go out to the side, just keep your body, your torso, square. And hips are square, shoulders stay looking forward. That's it, and then both together, out to the side and back in. That's it, tummy in all the time to support your back. Nearly there, and arms down and hands on the floor. Wiggle your legs back a little. Separate your knees. And then we're just going to take one leg back, tuck the toes under so the leg's straight, and then just square off your hips. Okay? And then just soften the knee down where it lands there. Do the same on the other side. So the leg goes back, the toes are tucked under, square off your hips, and then just pop the knee down from there. So we're going to stay in this shape as you just bend your arms so that your chest can come down to the ground, and then you just push back up. So my elbows are going wide, and I'm trying to keep my collarbones wide. Okay. So I'm not letting my shoulder blades slip together. If I do, this happens. See how I draw them in and my neck feels funny and it just feels much harder. So just do a small one if you're just working out the form, and keep your shoulder blades really broad. Okay? 3 more. 1. Don't even have to go down low to get those arms and shoulders really working. And that would do. Walk back. Walk in, so you're even again. Okay, now a lovely stretch. One hand goes under the other, your head drops down, your palm looks up, and you can just twist and rest. Sometimes the people I work with like to grab a little pillow here, or your head could just rest down on the ground. You try and just let your body twist, stretching your shoulder, your upper body, let go. That's it. One more deep breath. Try not to rush the stretch. And then push through the floor, help yourself back up, and then thread through the other way. Let your head drop down, your palm is reaching away from you and reaching up, and you're resting there on your shoulder. Now take those lovely deep breaths. Remember to let go as you breathe out. And then push through the floor, help yourself back up. And then just bring yourself back, sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders up, back and down. And that's your finish. So good job.